Starlux claims to be the Emirates of Asia, promising unparalleled luxury and service. But does it live up to the reputation? Let's find out as we take a journey on their cutting-edge Airbus A350 and see if Starlux truly sets a new standard in the skies. A day before my flight, I opened the Starlux website and typed in my booking reference number. Then it led me to the check-in website, which I had agreed I had no dangerous goods. Then I could choose my seat, which is a window seat, which is nice. Lastly though, there was an issue because I couldn't print my boarding pass, so I'd have to print it at the airport. Another good thing, or bad thing I'd say, is that we'd be flying out of Terminal 1, which is the old terminal that has no separation between the arrivals and departures. Yes, we are at Changi Airport again. Today we're flying out of Terminal 1. Since our flight is at 2, we're currently here at 10 o'clock, so the check-in counters hasn't opened, so I'm just looking around the airport. Since check-in hasn't opened, we might as well go eat lunch. Had a nice Japanese cuisine lunch, so now we're gonna go back to the airport and check in so we can board our Starlux flight. Let's go. It's about time, so I think we should check in now. And I do have to check in person because the online check-in didn't work for me. Let me show you what it looked like. Since we are flying to Taiwan, so the ticket's booked in Chinese, so the staff couldn't read Chinese, so she had to go confirm with her colleagues. Though the check-in service was pretty good, the crew wasn't the best, but it was still okay. Again, security at Changi was super fast. I got there through around 3 minutes. There was no line today, as it's a Wednesday. And since our flight departs at 2 and it's currently 12:20, let's go check out the airport some more. And that's our Starlux aircraft we're flying on today. It's so wonderful how such a premium airline, or so they say, has only around a 1-hour turnover time. And while we wait for our flight, let me tell you about Starlux, just in case you've never heard of them or never flown them before. For starters, Starlux was rated the world's 35th best airline this year and the 39th last year in 2023. This year, they claimed 20th place for the world's best economy class airlines, behind airlines like British Airways, Korean Air, and Air France. They claimed 20th place for the world's best business class after Etihad, Japan Airlines, United, and Iberia. but to my surprise, Starlux claimed third place for best business class airline seats after ANA in second place and Qatar in first. For the best business class comfort amenities, Starlux clinched 8th place after airlines like Turkish, Virgin Atlantic, and Singapore Airlines, which is in 5th place. For the world's best first-class airlines, Starlux got 15th place after airlines like Qantas, British Airways, and Qatar Airways. And lastly, Starlux made 9th place for best first-class airline comfort amenities after Lufthansa, Japan Airlines, Garuda Indonesia, and All Nippon Airways. Because there's not an official Starlux TripAdvisor website, I'll read you a review from this website called Satu Kosong Travels. He did say the seat was newish and clean and also had good legroom, but he did say that the Inflight Entertainment, the IFE, had good selections, but they were not the newest. I think a bonus in economy class is that you can pre-order your meals 48 hours before departure, meaning you get served first. Lastly, he said that there was friendly and warm service by the crew. Despite being in economy class, there was no sense of hurried service you sometimes get on other airlines in the same cabin class. He said it was not over-the-top great service, but it's all you need is to get the basics right. Now, after checking out the reviews, I have pretty high hopes for Starlux, and I really wish they do live up to the claim to be the Emirates of Asia. And while we wait for boarding, let's check out the seating arrangement. Today, we'll be flying on a beautiful A350-900, which is Bravo 58504. This was delivered to Starlux in October 2023, and since we're flying this in around March, it's only been in service for around 5 months. This A350-900 from Starlux has 4 first class seats, 26 business class seats, 36 premium economy class seats, and 240 economy class seats. In the 240 economy class seats, there are 18 extra legroom seats, as well as 5 lavatories and 1 accessible lavatory. If flying economy class, try to avoid the middle rows unless you want easier aisles access, and I think the best rows are rows Kilo and Alpha, as they are window seats and offer better views. Try to avoid 4 rows behind or in front of the lavatories, as they can usually be a bit more smelly. In order to get served first for your meals, rows 30 to 35 are good, as they are forward seats, and that means you'll get served first. But a special feature of Starlux economy class is you can pre-book meals, which is really handy if you want to sit in the back but also get served first for your meal. I really recommend you to pre-order the meals, as it's more convenient and also faster. And that's our Airbus A350-900 in recap. The business class does look really nice, but the premium economy is a bit lacking, also mainly because of the 2-4-2 seating configuration, which isn't ideal compared to other airlines' 2-3-2 seating configuration. Though this aircraft is a stunning beauty, and I can't wait to board Starlux to see if they really are the Emirates of Asia. It's finally time to walk down the glass jetway to fly this A350 to Taipei. For starters, the butt cushion was super soft, but the back cushion was a bit more on the stiffer side. The head cushion was also very plush. It was also adjustable, and it was good to see that you can fold the sides in to make it more fitting for your head. One of the best parts of the seat, that it came with a blanket and also a super plush pillow. Checking out the overhead, we all had good reading lamps that worked really well, but we didn't have individual air vents, which was weird as this is supposed to be a newer plane. Both the cabin and the seat had a very modern feeling to it with a touch of Starlux. The seat had a standard amount of recline. It was nothing special. Since the plane was so modern, it was good to see there was a bunch of charging ports, which is useful to charge all my devices. And the Airspace A350 also has a phone holder and a cup holder, which is handy. Now this tray table is neat. It's really nice, it has a nice amount of pull-out, and it's big. The mood lighting is insane. Checking out the seat pocket in front, there was a clumsy pair of headphones. And just to mention, this safety car looks so sleek and modern. And of course, we have the waist bag and the magazine. And also, the cabin was super clean and had in-flight entertainment. I would say the legroom is a bit on the tighter side. The dimmable windows were also a nice touch. So some initial thoughts. The thing is actually really nice. This looks like an airspace cabin with the mood lighting at the top and the dimmable windows, right? So this definitely is an airspace A350 cabin. The cabin is really nice. I really like it. The seats are really comfortable. I think this will be a very nice flight. Now we have pushback from the gate. Why are they playing ads? Takeoff time. Since we're already airborne, let's check out the in-flight entertainment system for this flight. First of all, the background is super neat, and it's also a really cool home screen. It was nice to see that you will be able to view the menu during the flight. There were a good selection of movies, but not a lot of English movies. There were like maximum 30 movies, though that didn't really affect me much, as I'm still fine with watching movies of other languages, such as Chinese. But on the other hand, the music was spot on my taste. Because I like Mandopop, there's a bunch of Mandopop in the music section, which is great. I don't know what to say. There's so much music options. But the horrible thing is, the headphones are shit. But the TV shows were filled with so much classic TV shows, which is great to see. Now, the safety info was just absolutely sick. It was so cool and awesome. For a starting meal service, we got crackers. These crackers were both packaged well and delicious. And shortly after, they came out round with the drink service, and I got a Sprite because I like to splurge a little bit during air travel. For today, we had two options. A chicken and noodles, which I chose, and beef and rice. It was good to see that Starlux still has metal cutlery, even though some airlines decided to opt for plastic. A cool thing is, instead of packaged buns, you get them fresh from a bucket.
Scrunch, scrunch.
The pasta was also very delicious, and so was the chicken.
Scrunch, scrunch.
And just like that, I was finished with today's meal service. The final thing left was the matcha cream cake, which was absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10. That's crazy good. And of course, you have the signature Starlux tea. I can't express to you how much I love this drink. But since I drank way too much drinks, I headed to the lavatory. The lavatory floor was like business class. It's so nice. And there was a good amount of headroom, and there was planted pots, which made this seem like business class. And the wash basin was made with a nice material, which looked premium and also made it very shiny. There was also very nice branded amenities, as well as a massive mirror and a clean toilet, which flushed really nicely. The branded amenities were like the best thing. And there was also individual air vents in case you got hot. So some thoughts since we're halfway through the flight. The seat is really nice. The cushioning is also really good. The entertainment is awesome. The cabin is very loud though, but the windows are really cool. I think this actually might be one of my favorite airlines. The cabin interior is just so luxurious, and the airspace cabin is perfect. But since I didn't have anything to do on the flight, I decided to go check out the other lavatory. The headroom is nice, and the sink is also functioning, and I love that there are still so much amenities in the toilet, including the paper cups, which are pretty useful for mouthwash and stuff. And of course, the bathroom was also really clean, with also LED lights at the bottom, which is really nice. And this is where my journey ended. From Singapore to Taipei, I think Starlux Airlines delivered an exceptional experience with remarkable food, outstanding service and cabin crew, and a comfortable overall atmosphere. It truly impressed me. From the moment I boarded, it was clear that they prioritized passenger satisfaction, making the flight feel very special. The attention to detail in every aspect, from the mood lighting to the comfortable seating, it provided a premium experience, and I would definitely fly with them again. That said, there are a few areas where improvement could elevate Starlux even further. Without being part of a major airline alliance, it's challenging to earn and redeem points, which limits the loyalty benefits compared to other airlines. Additionally, the landing was a bit rougher than expected, which slightly dampened an otherwise excellent flight. Their fleet, while modern and well-maintained, is still relatively small, and expanding it would allow Starlux to offer more routes and serve a broader range of passengers. And the in-flight entertainment, we could add more shows in order for more international passengers to enjoy their flights. Despite these minor critiques, my experience was overwhelmingly positive, and I believe Starlux has great potential to become a key player in the aviation industry as they continue to grow and refine their services. Thank you, Starlux.